Am I the a-hole for saying just leave at my cookout? My sister, Nicole, 34, brought her new boyfriend Steve to our family cookout yesterday. It's for about 30 people. For the sides, everyone brought in sides. My sister brought 1 bag of store-brand potato chips, and Steve helped himself to beer right away before being introduced to everyone. We are having hamburgers and hot dogs and just hanging out with the family. It's nothing fancy. Steve asks, "Is this it?" when the first plate of hot dogs is done and waiting on the round of hamburgers. My wife says there will be hamburgers soon, and Steve tells my wife and sister about his family and how they have barbecue chicken, steak, shrimp, and many options. I picked up the plate of hot dogs and told Steve he could leave and go to his family barbecue instead. He just looked at me and drank his beer, and I told him and my sister to go since this wasn't good enough for Steve. I gave my sister store-brand potato chips back and told her to get out. My sister and Steve left, and the cookout was fine after that. My mom heard about me kicking them out and was mad at me and told me to apologize to my sister. Maybe there was a misunderstanding, but Steve was just an a-hole commenting like that at someone's house, and the first time you meet their family. My wife thinks I was right, because Steve acted like that in her home, and insulting the host is a good reason to be kicked out. Others are split about 50-50 when they heard about what happened.
Not the a-hole. Mom, you're more than welcome to let sister's name, boyfriend, insult you in your home, but he won't be doing it in mine.
Not the a-hole. Why would you put up with this nonsense at your own home? I don't understand anyone who thinks you went too far. Do they think this jackass would have stopped at just one comment? Hell no. As host, you ensured your other 30 guests wouldn't be subjected to entitled, passive-aggressive bullshit.
Not the a-hole. They brought a bag of chips, drank beer they didn't provide, and thought you were cheap, rude, entitled, and deserved the treatment they received. Anyone who thinks you were wrong can invite them to their next party.
Not the a-hole. If you want food like steak, shrimp, and chicken at a cookout funded by someone else, you better fucking prepare it and bring it to cook on the grill yourself.
Not the a-hole. If they wanted it to be more than that, maybe they should have brought more than a bag of chips.
Everyone sucks here. Steve obviously is an a-hole. You could have them deliver the line about him going to his family barbecue instead and made your point. Everyone at that point would have remembered the day as Steve meeting the family and looking like a jerk, but you kicked out him and your sister, who didn't actually do anything, and admittedly made about half your guests upset. Personally, I'd have found it pretty strange for a host to actually kick out a relative over that comment. The only time I've seen people actually forced to leave a party, it was for something like getting really drunk or saying something racist, not for one a-hole-ish comment.
Am I the a-hole for reacting negatively towards the Father's Day present my wife bought me? So, here is how the whole situation started. My wife of 5 years showed me a photo on her phone last night. It was a picture of the Joker holding hands with Harley Quinn, who is holding hands with a toddler Harley Quinn. A cliché Father's Day saying was written on it as well. She asked me, "Hey, isn't this super cute?" I responded with, no. I think Joker merch is really cringe, especially in this context." My wife went silent, then said, "Well, I guess you're going to hate your Father's Day present. Fucking great. Fuck me for trying to get you something nice." I didn't know what to say. I had no idea that this was my Father's Day present, but I still don't like the present. I do not like superhero stuff. I find it all to be a bit cringe. I've been very open about this dislike for years, and I was a little upset that she assumed it was my thing. My wife took all of this hard. She spent the rest of the night in the bedroom, ignoring me and our daughter. I kept telling her that I was sorry, but I couldn't help but feel a little disappointed that she didn't know what I liked. Just to be clear, I specifically asked for nothing for my gift. I don't want anything. I just want to relax on Father's Day without having to stress about anything. She then told me that this shirt, along with a few others with different superheroes, were going to be my Father's Day present for a few years, since she decided to buy 4 of them and she can't get a refund due to their policy. I own nothing related to superheroes. I just feel bummed out because she doesn't know anything about my interests, even though I share them with her every day. Dungeons and Dragons, board games, stuff like that are my niche. Now I'm getting presents that I'll never wear and I don't know what to do. I feel like a huge a-hole, but I seriously don't want to wear cringe superhero shirts, especially poor quality ones. I guess I'm just disappointed because I got her a really nice Lord of the Rings gift for Mother's Day and she loved it. But here I am with some crappy made t-shirts with cringe art on them. Am I the a-hole?
Who buys Father's Day presents years in advance? Who buys shirts years in advance? Who buys 4 years of presents for somebody before they check if they like it? Who shows the recipient the present after they buy it, but before they gift it? What is any of this? Feels like she saw a targeted Facebook ad and went all in, maybe? Just Goodwill the shirts, not the a-hole.
That's exactly what happened. Fucking Facebook got her to go to some really sketchy website because it's a great Father's Day present anyone would enjoy.
On a side note, the Joker-Harley Quinn relationship is not just toxic, it's literally abusive. Harley is like a poster child for domestic abuse victims. It's not a relationship that should be romanticized.
That's why I wouldn't be caught dead wearing Joker merch.
Not the a-hole. It's a shame and disconcerting that your wife doesn't know what you like. That said, does your daughter happen to like superhero stuff? I could imagine it being a great gift in a young kid's mind if they loved such things. It sounds like she's really young, but still, I'd show your daughter that you love the gift if it's supposed to be from her to you.
She is 17 months old. She has no opinions.
Not the a-hole. You are getting the equivalent of a woman's husband picking flowers up at the gas station on Mother's Day that she doesn't like. And it's okay to be upset. And it's okay not to like what you're getting. It sounds like she is very out of touch with you and doesn't listen to you or really care about you at all, and just bought something she saw in an online ad.
No, this is worse.
Not the a-hole. The fact that your wife gave you and your daughter the silent treatment has me seriously wondering if she's mature enough to be married, let alone have a kid. Seriously, how oblivious do you have to be to think your spouse, who is supposed to be your #1 person in life, not counting children, is into something they've never shown interest in? Honestly, you have much more reason to be upset than she does. Does she often get upset at her own mistakes? Like upset enough that you're now the bad guy for getting upset?
Wife has the maturity of someone who finds Joker and Harley Quinn cute together. That's in negative numbers.
Update. I brought it up to her very nicely and as calmly as I could today, and she blew up on me for bringing up the past. She was gaslighting me hard, saying I heard her wrong and that she didn't curse at me. I told her that I didn't want to fight and all I wanted to do was express how I felt about last night. That was a mistake. She got worked up. No matter how many times I explained that I was just trying to explain my feelings, she just got loud and denied everything, as if I was the one being dramatic. She is currently in our bedroom pouting, leaving me and our daughter to hang out for the night again.
Am I the a-hole for not contacting the school to get my daughter into a talent show that she didn't qualify for? I will be quick. My daughter is in 3rd grade and she tried out for the talent show. It is the end of the year show. In short, she didn't get in. The school is too big, and if they let everyone in, everyone would be there for hours. She was very upset about it and had been crying. My wife wants me to fight the school and get her into the talent show. I told her no, and this started an argument. I think it's good for kids to face failure, and she thinks I am heartless. I told her she can do what she wants, but I will not back her up on this.
Not the a-hole unless she clearly should have been picked, and your wife could do her own dirty work.
I don't think I could judge that. She went for dancing. She can dance. She is average for her studio, and I have no idea if the other kids were better or not. I don't even know who got in to compare. I can't be like Sarah got in, and my daughter is better than her, so this is unfair. Not to mention I didn't see her audition. For all I know, she didn't do well.
Yeah, dancing isn't going to make her stand out enough to get a spot in the show. Bet half the girls that auditioned probably also did with the dance routine.
Former cheer coach here, thank you. Some parents will never understand that sometimes your kid isn't good enough, and they need to put more effort into their craft. I was literally almost fired because I told a kid and her parents during camp that she needed to practice and stretch at home. Apparently, it wasn't my place. When the outside judges scored her low on jumps, they asked me why she did so poorly. Not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole. It's a shame your daughter didn't qualify, and it's natural that she's upset about it, but those things happen. She might even not remember that in a couple of years. She's still in the 3rd grade, and she'll definitely have more opportunities to show whatever her talent was. And you are right, it's good for kids to learn that sometimes they will not win things even if they really want to. The only thing left to do is comfort your daughter, encourage her to keep practicing, and if there is another talent show whenever she enters 4th grade, she'll be ready for that one, and maybe she'll qualify then.
What do you think of these stories? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel to see more interesting videos.